I'm Marcus Flemmings, the film is the model, and I'm the director, writer and producer of the film.
Great. What is the model about, in your own words?
Ooh, okay, so the term the model, or the word that the title the model, you would think translates to someone being a model, but it actually means the model as in the organization, the structure of society in that sense. And ultimately it's about generational trauma.
Wow. I mean, it's sort of two elements to the title there, and then covering quite heavy subject matter. How did you approach writing this? What inspired the writing behind this film?
Well, I personally have gone through a religious journey myself. My family were Christian, I became Muslim. And now I'm kind of in the middle. I'm kind of floating around with different concepts and ideas. And to top it all off as well, our lead actress, she was baptized a year before. So there's a bit of religious elements in there. And a lot of my friends and family, they come from different backgrounds. And the film really interweaves what it's like to be from different backgrounds within the UK.
Absolutely. I mean, the UK is such a hub for the diverse community,
100%,
and then
yeah.
you get experience in so many diverse communities, and that may reflect on yourself,
Yeah.
right, as well.
Yeah.
In terms of making this film, you're wearing so many different hats. How was it balancing directing, writing and producing the film?
It wasn't that hard, purely because I've been doing this for quite some time. I've been making short films since 2005, and along with the cinematographer and co-producer Hader Zafar, and also the co-producer and actress Sasha, who's standing off camera, we were three heads together making it work, and just making sure that everything came together smoothly. Sasha's worked with us before. Me and Hader have done maybe 20 projects together, so it wasn't that hard without sounding too big-headed. But it was an experience. Like, we went to Morocco, some stuff from Morocco. A lot of the actors in the film we got from the street. Like, we're shooting a scene. Do you want to jump in and do a scene? So it wasn't as hard as you think it would be. And also, because I've gone away from the idea of working with scripts. We had a script, but the idea was to make sure that it was kind of fluid, like jazz. So we kind of worked away from the script in that sense, and we were really just fluid with the film. So it's easy in the end.
That's incredibly interesting. I mean, you're mentioning street casting as well as having a fluid sort of script. How do you balance that with your own vision? How strong is your vision, and how, able are you to kind of adapt to the present life?
Yeah,
that comes in the film?
I think in the first part of my filmmaking career, I was very script heavy, and I wanted to make sure that everything that was on paper related to the screen. And as time has gone on, I thought about quitting the industry like 3-4 years ago. Yeah. And as time has gone on, I've realized that I'm a lot more effective when I'm not putting such a tight grasp on the script and letting the story play out naturally. So working with street actors and seeing what they bring to the party can always bring something quite interesting to the film.
Yeah. You mentioned it being easier than expected, and I think a lot of that came down to the collaboration. You mentioned a few collaborators there that you were able to trust with your vision.
Yes.
How did you find those collaborators? What is it in them, the traits within them that you're happy to delegate and collaborate with them on?
Oh, good question. Well, with Hader, I've worked with him for a long time. He's a cinematographer, but he also directed a film called Before Nikah, which Sasha starred in as well. So, we're kind of like a joint brain in that sense. So we trust each other complicitly. And with Sasha, she's also very talented at what she does, but not just as an actress, also as a communicator, and also, as she found out on this film, as a producer. And it really helped us all kind of put our heads together and just make sure we're moving forwards in the right direction. Amazing. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then you mentioned doing a couple of short films.
Yes.
It's a very big thing for independent filmmakers to finally get that feature over the line. What is it like with this feature? What did you learn from those short films that you can apply to feature films?
Mistakes. Like, you learn mistakes from the short films that I've not made a short film for about 15 years, but when I started to make them, I made loads of mistakes. And I would say, if you're going to be a filmmaker, make mistakes, but learn from them, push forward. And if you're going to then make a feature afterwards, make sure your mistakes that you learned in your short film are rectified in your feature. And again, you're going to make mistakes in your feature films. And just, I made mistakes in The Model, and this is now my 6th feature film. So you always learn, and that's the most important thing. Just keep learning, really.
Absolutely. Just final question from myself. What do you hope audiences take away from the film, The Model?
You can interpret whatever you like. If you want to watch the film and enjoy it for just seeing how a model goes through her journey in her career, you can do that. If you want to watch it as a religious experience, a cathartic experience, you can do that. And if you want to have fun, there's some dark comedy moments in there. There's some light-hearted comedy moments in there. So it's really individual to the person who's watching it. I don't want to impress my own thoughts onto anyone. It's like I'm playing out a story. You watch it. You can interpret what you like from it. And I think it's bad as a filmmaker to kind of say this is the message. It's why a lot of films nowadays feel really, really bad, because they're kind of forcing messages in people's throats, and you don't need to do that.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.